the wonder of God's creation that makes us believe. See you at the dive. See you at the dive.
Of mice.
Well, here we are, everybody, in Thailand. We drive like 1.5 hours from Hachai to Pakbara. We are now in Pakbara Pier. We're gonna catch a boat right here, and it's gonna be like 1.5 hours going right here to Koh Lipe. All right. So this is a very nice archipelago here. Maybe there's a lot of different species that we're gonna see today, but we don't know yet. We're gonna tell you very soon. All right. So wish us luck, and I hope the weather is nice because it's very cloudy, very damp. And I hope it doesn't rain. I hope the visibility, basically in the sake of visibility, isn't it? Because we're gonna get wet anyway, isn't it? So, see you guys at the dive. We're just about to jump into those boats. I don't know which one. I heard that it's a speedboat. Kind of fast, so the island is kind of far away. I haven't checked the distance, but come on, join me. First thing that surprised me about here is that this station is about the size of a small town airport, you know. And I didn't know that Thailand got so many tourists in this steady basis, isn't it? As to how the structure like this one. Many cities in South America have smaller airports than this naval base for these speedboats that take us to the dive sites and islands. So it's really, really impressive. These boats resemble very much the cigarette boats that they used to use in Florida in the 1970s and 80s. 5 Honda 250 horsepower each. My goodness, those machines must fly. So good evening, everybody. Here we are at the Koh Tarutao National Park in southern Thailand, and this park have 51 islands. It's part of the Strait of Malacca. It's a beautiful city that we visited in Malaysia. So it's the same strait. This strait was very important in the old days, and it still is, because there's a shortcut between two parts of Asia, and you save a lot of kilometers sailing. A lot of boats and ships from all over the world just pass through. Many stop at the city of Malacca, Malaysia. It's just paradise, this place, guys. Really, really nice. The visibility in the area of the boat station wasn't very good because it was a mangrove. The water typically in the mangrove is not so clear, but as soon as we get a little bit farther away from the bay, we found these waters that are much clearer. And as farther away we go in direction of the island of Koh Lipe Island, then the water is gonna be better and better all the time. So see you at the dive, guys.
Commence dive briefing then. All right, everybody, welcome to Adangsi. My name is Robin, and I will try to do this as smooth and fast as possible. First of all, I need to ask you, are you paired up already? Like, do you have dive buddies? I know you know each other already. So what I would like you to have, if there will be some sort of emergency or anything, where if I do this sign, it will mean connect with your buddy. Otherwise, I know you guys will be filming, you will be minding your own business, you'll be doing whatever you're doing. As long as you can see each other as a chain of security, you know, you need to be able to see each other. This is not going to be a deep dive. The maximum depth of this dive will be 20 meters, but I think we will stay above this. Time, we would say 70 minutes, 1 hour, including safety stop and all that. It depends on you guys, it depends on air. I'm gonna ask you, standard procedure, how much air do you have? You can tell me you're okay. If you reach 50 bar, you need to tell me a little bit about the dive sites. You can look at this. I'm just gonna explain. We're gonna stop more up with the line, buoy line, but I've had some advice from Chris as well. We might do some surface swim instead of wasting this time underwater swimming in sand. So we're gonna start here. We're gonna swim underwater, so we come out a little bit. It's about 50 meters swim, and then we go down right on top of the dive site.
Like the approach.
Yeah. Slowly on your back, just relax. Don't get stressed up already. And when we reach here, we're gonna find some depth. The maximum depth we're gonna go down here, and we're slowly gonna come up at the dive sites a little bit. And we will come back pretty much we will try to hit back on this side. It's a little bit of a channel, pinnacle coming out like this. So we're gonna go around it and go up and try to come back about the same place. It depends a little bit on the current. If we can make it back in the dive, otherwise we just pop up with the sausage and we will stay around me to do the safety stop. Most important thing, let me know when you're low on air. Let me know, so I know. It doesn't mean we're gonna stress up and go shoot right up. I know, okay, 50 bar, we can still relax, enjoy the last few minutes, but we are reaching the safety stop at 5 meters, 3 minutes, when the first one pops, 50 bar. Stay safe, dive within your limits. And now I'm talking also, you need to be visible and preferable, reachable limit, distance of your buddies, right? Otherwise than that, you don't have to dive like a train or something like that. We're gonna drop you at the dive site. We're gonna splur around, but make sure we hit that depth first. So we do that, so we can say that. Yeah. Any other questions about this? Anything you wanna add? Anything? Cool. My name is Robin Johansson. Also go by the name Captain Sweden, since I'm from Sweden. Yeah, I've been diving since 2002 and instructing since 2006. And I found diving actually as a side project for my real hobby in Thailand. I used to be a boxer, and then I got injured. So I had to have some time off, and I went to Koh Tao, and there I found diving, and I've been diving ever since. I used to talk about diving as a sort of meditation, underwater relax, like a little bit like yoga, but yoga is something different. But to me, once you go under the water, the rest of the world up here it doesn't really affect you when you're underwater. You can't talk, you can just leave everything behind and just have this dive for yourself, relax and clear your thoughts in a way. I still do it as an instructor. Like, even although I'm teaching and I'm paying attention to all these things that probably customers doesn't do, I still feel relieved when I get out. Once you're under the water, you're looking for some special creature or rock formations or something spectacular. And every now and then you just realize all of this that is in front of me is awesome, it's beautiful, and it's completing the dive, it's making you one with the nature, like one with water, so to speak. So Yeah, every now and then you have a really terrific dive and that affects you in many ways. Yeah. I've been diving for quite some years and I've seen the ecological changes throughout the years, and that's, yeah, overexploitation, tourism. I mean, we do go by the expression, take nothing but photos, leave nothing but footprints in the sands. That's something I normally say during dive briefings. It's not really that I give something back. I don't give anything back really, but I do get a lot from diving. In the end of the day, it's actually you, like we're taking something with us from here, and it's beautiful, but still, I'd like to think of it, is there anything I can give back? But it's not, there's nothing I can do really, like apart from supporting the local, like trash hero, they clean the beaches and all that.
Everybody okay? Is everybody here? I don't want to leave it. Mr. Robin, Robin. It was nothing really, the guy. Thank you.
Okay, here we are with a boat, the Saw and Tail. A wonderful dive. We went down to 21 meters. Very big boulders down there with cracks in the middle. You can find a lot of interesting things. We saw morays. We saw a type of gorgonian that I never seen before. It's like bars, like vertical bars like that, a line, like if it was a cage. Very nice. I saw crown of thorns, you know, the starfish, but not the typical one. This is blue. It seems that it's very common in these waters. I never seen one of those. Also parrotfish, very unique. I never seen that parrotfish. Not even in the Philippines, that we always talk about the Philippines as in the Coral Triangle. We are in the Coral Triangle right now also, but it's amazing how you have this local species. Very, very nice. And what else? Well, our buddies saw a big grouper that it seems, we call it big grouper, but Robin, our guide, is telling us that tomorrow we're going to see really big groupers. This one would be the baby grouper there. So also some other creatures. We might see sharks tomorrow. Let's see, we'll cross our fingers. It seems that you have the typical reef sharks like the white tip, black tip, and the leopard shark. So maybe let's cross our fingers, and you know what? See you at the dive. Here we are. Check the landscape there, well, the seascape. And here we are with our favorite toy, the Excalibur from Mainland, Australia. Yeah, take a look, what a beauty. Take a look at the curves, take a look at the lines. We're gonna see what we find here. According to Matt, our host here, owner of the place, the Americans, when they came back at the end of the Second World War, and they arrived part of the troops arrive here. So we might find, who knows, maybe a bullet, maybe a coin, maybe a key holder from the USA. Who knows? We'll tell you later. Okay? Yeah. Check it out. Okie dokie, fellows, we just came back from a little search here in the reef. What do you think, Sandro? You found a couple of things, but mostly rubbish. That is the usual approach.
Yeah. The fishing net's rubbish. I heard something under a rock, but I couldn't get because it's full of life already.
Yeah,
so
you can't break it just to... Maybe you find a can tap or a little piece of or a fishing hook or something like that. But that's the usual thing. If you want to dig for treasure, you have to find a lot of trash. Or that's like the old saying, like there's no rose without thorns, isn't it? Or there's no marriage without argument. So, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
All right, but these babies work perfectly, man. And it's interesting, this the threshold. I wasn't very used to use this control. I used old metal detectors, and they don't have the threshold control. And it's interesting. It's very interesting to start catching up the little sounds, the different sounds. And well, it's practice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Your personal experience, you have a lot of experience with this one, Sandro, isn't it?
Yeah.
With this model specifically.
We find many things, even in commercial diving, we are using for long years. It's amazing equipment, very resistant. We dive in 40 meters today, and the equipment works perfect. So.
No complaints. Sandro used this equipment in Paraná, Brazil, and some other places of Brazil with perfect results.
Yeah.
I've used it in the Caribbean, especially to detect the track of buried pipes for the oil companies. We would detect the pipe, and then we mark it with a buoy, and we carry on, and it was perfectly the line. Otherwise, imagine in the old days, you have to start digging and find the pipe and then try to follow. These days, it's non-destructive prospection, isn't it? So, really, just in case you didn't see the name. Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, see you later, alligator, all right?
Bye-bye.
That makes us believe. See you at the dive. See you at the dive. time.